has the Claude, and yes, since there's no contestant for the Tamers, Falcon will be able to pick it up quite easily.
Yeah, so this is solid, right? Good solid lineup from Falcon Esports, and the same can be said for Todak, because so far, everybody's loving those Atlas plays, right? Those Fatal Links are going to be solid. They just have to find the right moments, and at the same time, now Falcon Esports has to worry.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise here because this is going to be game 1 of our first match, MSC 2022 playoffs, day number 4, Todak against Falcon Esports. Have a look at this hero lineup because this is going to be determining the fates of the teams up on stage. The Land of Dawn shall bear witness to a bloody battlefield once more.
Here we go. Loading up, okay. Well, we can talk about the drafts a little bit more. A little close in action right there. But as you were mentioning, right, draft-wise, I would say it's pretty even. The thing here, though, is how do you utilize Claude, right? Because that is going to be for a while, you have to build up that damage. You have to build up those items. And then you kind of just come... I didn't get to see what spells he took yet, right? But usually so far from what we've seen, we've also seen Claude take up Vengeance. But can that work out for them using this Claude?
If they do indeed go for the Vengeance, that would usually be the go-to for Claude, considering that Flicker isn't really an option. But nowadays, we are seeing a much higher contestant for battle spells like the Sprint as well. Just because of the sheer utility, allows him to get in and out of fights a lot more easily. Now, ordinarily, as this is especially true if you are on a team playing against an Akai, because that is one of the easiest ways to get out of the heavy spin. But since they have the Akai on their team, that does still open up the classic Vengeance pick for Ciku.
Yeah, speaking of battle spells as well, I believe on the side of Falcon Esports, they actually don't have a single Purify for their battle spell. So we've seen this more than once. Yes, and I've said it more than once too. And it's tough because if you don't have it, you really only need that 1 out of 100 Fatal Links for that to be the game-ending team fight. So I don't know. What do you guys feel about this?
I mean, it's a big play hero, right? Because like you said, it could be 1 out of 100 that you land. And also when you have, going back on the Eve pick, right? Setting up that real world manipulation, fighting in that area, if you can catch enough people and then allow that Atlas to come in to really find those setups when there's no Purifies on the other side, it could be pretty much a disaster for the side of Falcon Esports, but it really just depends, and I know Falcon will be able to play around that. At this point, though, for game number 1, it really just depends who's going to set the pace, because both these guys, we've talked about their play style, so who's setting the pace here for game number 1? Because game number 1 will lead into the rest of this series, the best of 5.
Absolutely. Todak especially, I think, is a very momentum-based team, so that first victory is going to be key. But having a look up on screen right now, this is the one of the 1v1s we mentioned earlier, the mid-lane matchup between Moon and Justin. Just in terms of average KDA and kill participation, Justin is going to be notably superior. And I think that is because of the fact that a lot of the time, Falcon Esports will tend to have they play very aggressively similar to Todak, but they make less mistakes and a little less of that longer strategy, which is not necessarily a bad thing for that either. Just because the KDA is high doesn't mean their strategy doesn't somehow work.
Just to clarify, for the international viewers out there that haven't heard this term yet, Staffa, what does Lungar mean?
Ooh, that's a good question. To be honest with you, if you ask me for a direct translation, I actually cannot give it to you. It's more like just crashing.
Just crashing.
It's like a car accident.
Yeah, it's like a car accident. Yes, exactly.
Which is kind of ironic here in this case because Justin has played a mean Johnson, and he's the one that went around to Lungar others in the previous fights.
So if Johnson was a word, that's how you would explain him, Lungar.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Okay, well, talking about both those mid laners, pretty much, I mean, Moon, we've seen him have those games where he kind of pops off, and then others where he really struggles, right? So Justin, a lot more proactive. He also likes those burst mages where he's allowed to really kind of play around the strategy that he likes to, the play style that he has. So that matchup alone, Moon versus Justin, will be something that they have to kind of take care of because a lot of the focus before was also on Silent, right? The gold lane matchups. But again, both teams, I feel like, have very evenly matched players across each role.
Yeah, I think one thing leads to another. In the early parts of the game, you see a lot of Justin as well as Naomi roaming together. We saw that Johnson-Kadita combo. Justin was basically playing like a roamer, even though he's in the mid lane. And I think that also explains that high kill count as well as kill participation. And then, once they buy enough time for Silent to scale up, you come back and he just starts melting people down.
Yeah, that's going to be the biggest fear any team has going up against Falcon Esports when Silent gets that scaling. When he finishes his item build, all of a sudden, this crazy marksman just drops out of the sky, dives bomb your entire enemy team, and you really don't know what hit you. In this case, Todak might have a little bit of difficulty because they usually like to scale up as well, but we'll find out what happens. We're now back in the land of Dawn.
All right, so now that we can take a look at everything here, right? Pretty standard across the board so far. At the same time, we're going to see the typical Franco movements, just trying to show some presence, some threat around the bus, make things a little bit harder. But Yume's not going to let anything happen right now. Little hook, but should be fine.
Yep, they do manage to get the hook, but Momo was in position to be able to keep it safe within their clutches, as now Justin gonna get the two-man stun underneath the Little Wanderer. But at this stage of the game, no one has enough damage to really secure a kill. But just as I say that, Moon getting hooked back into the tower.
The caster's curse is real there, man. Naomi, I love that he hooked the jungle, missed it, knew that he shouldn't have overstayed his welcome, went back, and then secured that kill. In the bottom side, we can see for Yellowflash is abusing his advantage there, but another hook there onto Yumes. Manages to secure that kill. Kenn gets another one to his name.
I don't get it. Why do people keep getting Franco this early on? Now Kenn actually already showing aggression here. Lots of confidence too. Has 2 kills this early on a jungle Julian. This is going to be pretty scary for the side of Todak to deal with.
This is pretty classic Falcon aggression, but I feel like they're even more confident than usual. They're making movements that I don't think we normally see, and just straight up invading Todak. They recognize that Yumes, he's not on a particularly aggressive tank in the early game, so they can just do whatever they want until he hits that level 4.
Yeah, right now they're both setting out for the turtle, but another hook comes in and they get the kill already. Falcon Esports again and again. Naomi's just not missing any of these.
Yeah, that's just one shot, one kill. They're now on top of the turtle, instantly secured by Kenn, who is now trying to chase down Moon. A little bit of dashing around with the boost, as now Formaze will zone out Yellowflash. Moon gets out, but Falcon already with the lead.
Okay, I think Falcon Esports has learned a little bit of that Longar strategy because they seem to be crashing into Todak right now. It's only 2.5 minutes in. They've already got an objective, 3 kills, and all those kills are on Kenn. Once again, he will be the one deciding to set the pace here again.
But they get another kill in the mid lane. Moon is not having a good time. Yume's too late to join, and now the Bloody Hunt on top of the Atlas forces the heavy spin from Momo to make sure he is going to be safe. And now Momo might be in a bit of danger. Luckily, the cooldowns are you kidding me right now? Naomi, the links, it's not going to be enough as the mega kill goes over to Kenn.
My goodness, these hooks are relentless coming from Naomi, and look at them just pressing their advantage now onto Ciku. He can't even make it out. They're going to be able to secure this top tier 1 turret over here. I mean, to be fair, Todak's Atlas, Yume's on Atlas, his power spike only comes when he has the Fatal Links. He's just hit his level 4 not too long ago, so maybe we can see Todak coming back here.
Todak has to find a moment just to slow down. But at this point, Naomi's not letting that happen, right? So this is enabling, again, that kind of win condition for Falcon Esports. Let Silent do his thing. He already got that extra gold from the turret up top. And now they are choking out Ciku as well. So at this point, Todak, slow it down a little bit, try to avoid those hooks, and just get back into the game because they do have what it needs to get to that point. Meanwhile, in the river,
Formaze getting chunked real low by that enhanced sword, but is able to escape for now. But due to the fact that he is not in his lane, you can see Yellowflash already being able to clear up that wave. We're looking at the emblems now as we set up for the turtle.
Yeah, I think nothing that really stands out too much here. Both teams, they are contesting for the turtle, so it's gonna be Falcon abusing their lead here to start it up.
Momo almost gets hooked, but is able to get away with it. spin, but the Falcon already has Turtle, but a fatal links onto 3 people into the backline, right into Blazing Duet is not quite enough. Bloody Hunt stops Ciku right in his tracks. It's an unstoppable streak, goes over to Kenn. Yellowflash gonna pick up Ciku on the sideline as well. 3 kills for nothing, and Falcon pick up the Turtle as well.
Falcon Esports is not kidding around here. They just find pickup after pickup, and that one was quite a massacre, plus the Turtle. So at this point, again, they're not letting up at all. Everybody's feeling really good, especially Kenn, and they're just going to continue to convert this into objectives because that's what we've seen so far from Falcon Esports.
Yeah, we're going to see the instant replay here presented by TikTok as well, see what exactly went on. Look at Yums coming in with that fatal link, sacrificing himself in their lives, and Ciku goes all the way in with the Blazing Duet, gets suppressed and makes it out, but the whole team of Falcon is there to be able to clean it up.
I'm just impressed there by Naomi and his trigger finger saving that Bloody Hunt specifically, and my goodness, Yums literally cannot survive at all. Right into Silent with that Wesker, and that's bye-bye Atlas.
You know it's tough when your front line, your tanks are getting deleted that fast. I mean, we're talking about the 5K gold lead right now, 5 minutes in. So again, Todak, you need to slow things down here. They're knowing that, they're thinking that. But Yums, I mean, he also is trying to look for those setups like we talked about, the fatal links, but at this point, when you can't last more than 2 or 3 seconds, it's really hard to find those setups here.
Oh, the player's gold here on the right side, you can see just dominated by Falcon. They're trying to find another engage up here.
Yellowflash pinned underneath the tower. This could be a kill finally, as Todak successfully used the heavy spin to secure the enemy EXP laner. Justin just buying time against Formaze. Formaze actually jumping aggressively forward. Naomi's here, gets the Bloody Hunt. Does Justin have the yin-yang overturn? He actually does. Saves it until the last moment. Formaze, though, able to walk away with some help from Yums.
Yeah, this is not great timing because the Turtle is up, so this definitely, again, gives one more priority over Falcon to be able to take this. Momo is in place, but I don't think they are going to be able to quite contest it. Like you said, Naisu, they do kind of need to slow down, but Naomi's finding hook after hook.
At this point, when the gold lead is this far up, you almost just want to let these turtles go because we've seen it before. A team can secure all 3 turtles and still not win a game. So at this point, Todak being this far behind, just again, let those things go. Find the moments to actually farm up here so you can actually go toe-to-toe with Falcon Esports when the Lord starts to be the objective to take, because right now you're just outclassed, out-itemization as well. So right now, they found that 1 kill. Oh, man.
Bloody Hunt onto Ciku, and the combo instantly executes him. Yums even picked off on the sideline. Here comes Momo, gets a nice pin on Kenn, but Naomi gets the hook even under the heavy spin. They are following them up 4v2. They want these kills. Falcon Esports are hungry. Momo might be able to delay just a little bit, but he doesn't have his ultimate. Gets knocked out with the hands chain, and a killing spree goes over to the mage as Formaze finds a 4-man falling Star Moon, but it does not matter as Silent the killing spree.
I think Todak was kind of a little bit throwing bodies at the end, right? Formaze going 1 versus I think there were at least 3 or 4 members from Falcon there, so it wasn't quite working out. But Todak, looking at the items here, anything that they need to do that it can help.
Having a look at the items so far, we can see that despite everything, oh my god, where did he go? Yums just got sent to another dimension in 1 shot.
Again, itemization-wise, it's going to be outclassed right now. You could already see those key pickups, you know, 2, 3 items almost even for some of the members of Falcon Esports. So again, Todak, your only choice here is really just slow down the game the best you can. But notice the death ball strategy that Falcon Esports is going here. They're not splitting up at all, and now they're going to be assaulting the mid lane.
Yeah, and Silent already 2 levels ahead of Ciku, so you know that he can dish out so much more damage, especially on those Renner shots that takes out, what was it, like half of Momo's HP there?
I do think so. Silent has already reached the point that every team is afraid of Silent reaching, and this is terrifying for Todak. Nicely you mentioned they have to take it slow, they have to farm up, but with the aggression coming out of Falcon Esports right now, I feel like it is very difficult for them to try and do so.
Oh, the Bloody Hunt there comes down. Momo falls immediately. Falcon, they're trying to get the Lord here, but Todak is aggressing onto them. Justin gets hit by the last shot from the sky. Formaze in some trouble. Will be able to get away, but Yums with the fatal links tries to disengage the fight. Gets hooked back by Naomi there, and has nowhere to go.
You see that? Anytime your plan is to just go on the defensive and there's a Franco on the other side, it's really difficult to actually do that, to pull that off. Because at any moment, right, Naomi is choosing to actually initiate, either whether it's with the Flicker Bloody Hunt, again, the Iron Hooks, the Flicker combination. So he's actually deciding to do everything for Falcon Esports at this point, and everything else is just followed up. So Todak really needs to look away how to either avoid those or just continue to play on the defensive. It is only the normal Lord. There you go, they dodged that one, and now they're fighting for the resources in the jungle.
Yeah, they're trying to engage here from Todak, but Falcon are in good position. The enhanced sword going to be used by Kenn to just disengage. As now Naomi gonna get the hook again on Yumes. Instantly decimated Yellowflash in the backline. He's looking for the squishier targets on Todak, disrupting the team fight as the rest of Falcon are now coming in. Naomi not gonna have the hook for a while, but he gets it on Formaze. Godlike streak going over to Kenn as the from Silent nearly takes out Moon 100-0. Another tower gonna go down over the Falcon as now the Lord is going to be pushing up top side as well.
This is so untimely. Falcon Esports, they got the kills, they got the mid inhibitor, and now they're looking for the top together with the Lord here. Oh, the fatal links and the flicker by Yumes here. Is Naomi gonna fall? Yes, he is. Do they get another though? They trade 2 for 1. Not in favor of Todak at this point, so Falcon Esports still getting what they want.
Yep, they're now trying to push straight in. Lord still alive. All 4 members of Falcon still looking quite healthy. Heavy spin by Momo, gonna split up the fight, but he knows he can't continue that. Lord finally goes down. Formaze buying a good amount of time as Ciku wants to dish out some damage, but take quite a bit for himself. Real world manipulation locks them down. Kenn going to die for the first time this entire game. Justin out of position, but here comes Silent. Double shotgun to the face. Pew, pew. For Yellowflash jumping into 4 members, still surviving. They finally pick off the Tamas, and Todak pulls off a successful defense.
Okay, so that was a little bit of I mean, I get why Falcon Esports was so confident there. At one point, they were just not even focusing on the turret. They were just allowing the Lord to hit it, and they were trying to find those kills, right? But this is what Todak needed. They needed a little bit of time to defend, grab some extra items, because if Yumes can get to the point, he's 0-9. That is, he's struggling, is an understatement, right? So he needs to get to the point where he's actually able to initiate these fights, because slowly but surely, if they can continue to defend, they might be able to turn things around. But that last 2 minutes or so, Falcon Esports just showing a little bit of overconfidence in that advantage they had.
Yeah, they definitely still rested. I mean, looking at the items earlier, Ciku was forced into the immortality really early. I think he only had 2 complete items compared to Silent. He has, I think, little at this point together with the Blade of Hefty. So he's gonna hit really, really hard compared to Ciku. And once again, Falcon needs to be careful here, but they do have the position on this Lord.
Concealed play by Falcon. Naomi is looking for it. I don't think they realize Yumes is actually behind them in the push, but the Franco gonna be walking into it pretty soon. Momo jumps out, uses the heavy spin, not getting the push he wants. They waste the Iron Hook, but the Eve is already down by Yellowflash. In the backline, Yumes forced to use perfect map to disengage Todak. They're not going to be able to contest this Lord, as Falcon doing too good of a job of zoning. They're still waiting though. The hook is barely missing Momo. Lord already falling over to Kenn, but it doesn't look like they're ready to let up just yet. Flickering forward with the bloody hunt. Instantly the combo comes out. Monster kill onto the Akai, and Falcon, they are happy with their pickings.
Yeah, they definitely are. I mean, they've gotten exactly what they wanted. The Lord as well as the kill. It was so unfortunate that Moon got picked off there just before the Lord, because his ultimate is a really important one. You definitely need that if you want to contest the objective here. Now, Falcon just looking to sync up the waves, and Todak, this might actually be the last stand that they make.
This is going to be an important defense. Team Falcon now going in. They want to look for the finish. They want to get that first victory. Lord dropping down real low. Yumes not able to get the engagement he's looking for in the backline. Ciku nearly getting sniped by Silent in the midst of all the chaos somehow. Justin, he's looking for the execute on the sideline, but Momo, he sees an opportunity, already disengaged by perfect judgment by Justin. Yumes not able to find it again thanks to Yellowflash, and he is now stunned underneath. Fatal links on only one person. Real world manipulation into the blazing duel duet, but there is no damage coming out of Ciku. So far, still no casualties though. A pretty good defense by Todak. Falcon, they're not intended to give up on this anytime soon. They want to see if they can end this, but they have run out of minions. Even Naomi already used his hook. Yunes wants to look for it, but he just used his fatal links earlier. They're now on top of Kenn. Yellowflash looking low as well. Winter trying to get from Kenn to keep him alive, but here comes the damage. Formays with a 4-man falling Star Moon. They've already lost Momo, but Todak is still defending.
Oh, wow, how did they do that? I mean, Falcon pressed their advantage a little bit there, but they did manage to back out in time, but it looks like they might be going to siege this again. They are just unrelenting.
Naomi jumps forward. Bloody hunt on Formays. Not quite able to finish it off. Ciku finally with the blazing duet finds the Kagura in the backline as Fatal Link sets up for the kill on Yellowflash as well. Falcon Esports are finally chased out of Todak's base.
Todak showing some determination here. They actually defend against that. And again, you got to give them props because the outscaling, I mean, itemization even alone, the damage too from Falcon Esports, Todak able to defend. They pick up 2 big key items for each of their members here. Ciku also taking that Malefic Roar. So at this point, if he can somehow find those proper blazing duets, it could turn the tide here. Let's take a look at the instant replay presented to you by TikTok. We saw Falcon Esports trying to assault on base here. They found some picks, but again, there's the blazing duet, pumping quite a bit of damage. He takes a lot himself, but the combination of that with the real world manipulation will be trouble for Falcon Esports if they don't end this game now.
I think they recognize exactly that, and that's why they are so aggressive, trying to end the game every opportunity that they get. Ciku, yes, he's not dealing as much damage as he would like, but he is going to get there eventually if Todak manages to stall this, and stalling is what they are fantastic at. So right now, they need to turn their sights to the Lord Falcon. You can see they're a bit tentative this time.
Oh, but Formays, I don't think he was expecting that trap. 3 members of Falcon waiting in the bush, and the shotgun to the face will definitely do it now. A 5v4 situation. Yellowflash zoning them out in the backline. The hook from Naomi going to miss completely, but Falcon Esports don't mind that. They're on top of this Luminous Lord. They want to take this Todak's base completely empty. They can make use of this objective to push straight in.
Right now, another Lord going to be marching in the base of Todak. They've got to defend out of their minds once again. And at this point, it's going to get a little more difficult because those powered up minions, but they go in!
Momo gets a knockup onto Justin, and immediately he is blown up. They pick one off the side, but the hook comes in, and Naomi manages to get the bloody hunt off as well. Ciku comes in with the blazing duet all the way in the backline onto Silent, and he falls as well. Now Todak, they have a chance at this. Ciku manages to back in time, and Falcon, they're trying to pull all of this, but Todak isn't letting them. They forgo the Lord and the siege for now.
My heart really cannot take any more of this because I feel like watching Todak play is adding many years to my life. But they are somehow doing this, still defending the base against all the odds. The net worth gap between them and Falcon has now actually reduced to only 6k. Still not an ideal amount, but when you consider how far behind they were just a few minutes prior, this is incredible.
Yeah, big item. As we take a look at the items, big item pickups here also for the side of Todak. You can see they're already getting to the point where they need to. We're seeing the damage come out too, especially from Ciku. He's turning the tides of some of those fights. And you got to give them respect, right? Because about 6-7 minutes ago, it should have been already Falcon Esports ending the game. Now they've gotten to the point where they can actually contest things. At this point, open up the map for your team for Todak. But now, middle lane could be a focus.
Yeah, Hume's gonna instantly get bursted down. He doesn't have immortality this time, so it's too late for the Fatal Links. Formays wants to keep his squishy backline alive, so jumps straight in. But he's going to pay the price as he gets hooked back. It's the 4 members of Falcon Esports as it's instantly taken out of the competition. There's only 3 members left of Todak to hold this base defense against Falcon Esports.
This is insane. You can see the push and pulls coming from both of these teams, engaging and disengaging at the same time, but Falcon looks like they might be going for it here.
Kenn not quite able to finish off Ciku, but they do find Moon. Heavy Spin not able to finish things off on Justin, but Ciku will do the job. Now the Heavy Spin is out, not enough damage onto the rest of Falcon. Ciku, the only survivor, and that's going to be it, as now Falcon Esports will stop the attempts of Todak and making a comeback and secure the first victory of the day.
They almost